What's up guys, welcome to Rainman Crypto. Okay, so in today's video I'm going to show you how you can use the Fibonacci Retracement tool to find possible support and resistance levels in the charts and how we can capitalize on that in our trading strategies. Alright, so let's get into it. So what is the Fibonacci? So the Fibonacci sequence is a series of steadily increasing numbers in which each number is the sum of the two preceding numbers. So here I have an example of that. So 0 plus 1 equals 1, 1 plus 2 equals 3, 3 plus 5 equals 8, and this will just go on into infinity. So the Fibonacci sequence can be found in nature as well as the financial markets. So here we have the Fibonacci spiral inside of a sunflower. Here we have the Fibonacci spiral inside of a hurricane. Here are some more examples. You can see it in the waves. You can see it in seashells. And then the interesting thing is, if we look at the human anatomy, we can see these Fibonacci ratios. These ratios are the same ones that we will be using in the Fibonacci Retracement tool inside of TradingView. So in the financial market, we use a tool called the Fibonacci Retracement to find possible support and resistance levels. And in TradingView, we will use the Fibonacci Retracement tool with the following Fibonacci ratio values. So those values are the 0.236, 0.382, 0.5, 0.618, 0.65, and the area between the 618 and the 65 is considered the golden pocket. And then we also use the 0.786 and the 0.886. So let's quickly go to TradingView. Then I'll show you how to access the tool and how to set it up. So on the left hand side, go to the icon, the third from the top. Select the Fibonacci Retracement. And then let's do a pull on the chart. So by default, your Fib tool will look like this. So access the settings. And then some of these we will deselect. So we only want the ones that are described right here. So we have most of them on here right now. We just need to add the 0.65 and the 0.886. And then I like to switch off the trend line. And then for the upper levels, I normally make them gray. So the 0.236, the 0.5, the 0.382, gray, and then the other ones I make blue. Okay, and then what you can also do is switch off the background, and then I also switch off the prices and the levels. I want to see that on the right hand side. Now everything looks a lot nicer and a lot cleaner. So let's say okay. So how do we use this in trading? So to find support levels, identify the impulse move to the upside, and then use the Fib Retracement tool and pull it from the bottom of the impulse move to the top, including the wicks. So in an uptrend, we identify the impulse move to the upside, and then we pull our Fib tool from the bottom of the impulse move all the way to the top of the impulse move, including the wicks. And in a downtrend, we identify the impulse move to the downside, and then we use the Fib Retracement tool and pull it from the top of the impulse move all the way to the bottom, also including the wicks. So on the next one, I have an example using price action. So right here, you can see this is the impulse move to the upside. We pull our Fibonacci tool from the low to the high, including the wick, and then price retraced into the Fibonacci golden pocket, and we got the move to the upside. And then on the other side, to find the resistance, over here we have a impulse move to the downside. So we pull our Fibonacci from the top, from this high to the low, and then it retraced into the 0.5 Fibonacci level, and then it dumped to the downside. So let's go to the charts and look at a couple of examples. Okay, so over here we were trending down. We started to consolidate, and then we had the impulse move to the upside. So what we can do is select our Fibonacci Retracement tool, go from the bottom of the impulse move to the top, like that. You can see it retraced into the 0.5 and then got to move to the upside. And then this we can also consider as one impulse move, right? So now if we take the tool again, pull it from the bottom to the top, we can see that price action retraced into the 618 and then got to move to the upside. So right here was a down impulse move. Then we had another impulse move to the upside. It will be this move, right? So take your Fibonacci tool from the bottom to the top. You can see it retraced right to above the 618 again, then got to move to the upside. So the next impulse move will be this move. So we had the pivot to the downside and then the move to the upside. So we can use the Fib tool again from the low to the high, and then price action retraced into the golden pocket again and then got the move to the upside. And then right here we started to lose a bit of momentum. Then we started to move to the downside. So now we can start to find resistance levels. Let's call this down impulse move. So this would be a down impulse move, right? So pull your Fibonacci tool from the high to the low. See, for this one, it retraced into the 0.236 and then it continued to move to the downside. Then the next impulse move will be this move to the downside. So we came down, moved up, then continue to go down. So this will be the next impulse move. So if we pull our Fib from the high right there to the low, I'm just going to move this to the side so we can see better. I see it retraced into the 0.382 and then continue to move to the downside. Then the next impulse move to the downside would have been this move, right? So from the high to the low. So we can take our Fibonacci tool from the high of the impulse move to the low. You see, for this one, it retraced all the way exactly into the 0.886 and then continued to move to the downside. Then we got a little move to the upside, which broke the structure. But then, as you can see, we got another down impulse move right here. So we can pull our Fibonacci from the high to the low right here. I just want to quickly remove that yellow line. So exactly to the low. Move this to the side. Then it retraced into the 0.382 again and continue to move to the downside. So that is basically how you use the Fibonacci retracement tool to find support and resistance levels. And I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please remember to hit that like and subscribe, and then I'll see you guys in the next one.